read my meters this morning. But another big event happens on the 1st of October, at least in the Duke, Progress, Carolinas area. The rate plan changes. We go from summer to non-summer hours, October 1st. So from October 1st through April 30th, then April, we are on the quote non-summer or winter plan. And so I had to change it. So 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. is our peak now. Off-peak is from 11 to 4 and from 1 to 3 in the morning. So you might want to remember to check your schedules, and make sure that you know when your rate plans change.
So you had to change when the car's charged.
Oh, yeah.
You went into the Tesla app and changed when the car's charged.
Right, that's correct. In TeslaFi and my other little things around the house.
Dehumidifier and
that's right. I'm not running the dehumidifier now from 6 a.m. till 9. I'm not running the water heater from 6 a.m. till 9. Things like that. I
generally enjoy the summer schedule better, except for we do end up cooking during peak.
Right.
But
yeah, the 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. really bites in the winter time, because that's the time we get up and the house is really cold, and there's not a lot I can do about it. I just let the heat pump run. I don't let the heat strips run. So the heat pump can run, but not the heat strips. So it's slow to heat the house up. If it's really cold outside, it's slow to heat the house up.
All right. Well, we'll deal with it the way we always have.
Yes.
Tux is being really cute, waiting for me at the door here. Go on up top, buddy. Marty's up there in the bed today, so I don't think Tux is going to go up. Hi. I'll help you get to your food. Tux just doesn't take learning lessons well. Always going to come up here behind Stripe now. I'll take you back to your spot. Come on. You go, Tux. Tux is right here, honey. Here, shift your butt on the other side. It's okay. Here, I'll move these guys over with the dry chow just a little bit for you. You can do it, buddy. There you go. Here you go, Tux. Tux, come here, bud. Tux, Tuxie. Oh, Tux. Okay, guys. We'll try it this way. You go that way. Move your butt over, Marty. I'm sorry, but Tux is just having trouble this morning understanding where he's allowed to eat. There you go, bud. Here, right here. There you go. It's all right, I promise. I promise. Yep. It's not supposed to rain much. I think I said that, but it's cloudy. Going to be cloudy most of the day today. We did get a little rain yesterday. Not a lot here, but I saw they had tornado warnings in Rocky Mount again. And oh my God, those people in Rocky Mount. There were 11 people injured. I think there were 4 serious injuries out of the 11. And they had like 15 buildings damaged from that EF tornado that happened during Helene on Friday. So it's, it's no joke. Hey, Gray. Good morning. Good morning. Here you go. Hi. Hi. Good morning. I'll be in this afternoon to edit when I get home from shopping, okay? Yeah. It's a good girl. She's such a snuggle bug when I come in here in the afternoons. Oh my goodness. Snuggle bug. Well, because of the clouds, it feels okay out here right now. Could use just a smidge more breeze and a little less humidity, but I am headed out to do my normal Tuesday stuff today. Still monitoring the news out of the WNC, or Western North Carolina. It seemed like the emergency FEMA money that you can apply for as an individual if you've lost your house or whatever, that got set up yesterday. That's a good thing. And yeah, I saw Florida's in recovery mode, but North Carolina is still in search and rescue mode. And Florida was sending us some help for the rescue parts of the people. Good morning.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, lazy mostly.
So I'm glad that they're in a position to offer that help. Being a state that gets a lot of hurricanes, I'm sure they have people down there that know what they're doing about swiftwater rescues and other things. I saw that I-40 into Asheville is open now.
Oh, really?
They have cleared the mud, the landslide off of I-40 that was near Old Fort, which was near where the supercharger is.
Okay.
We have a supercharger at a Stuckey's in Old Fort.
That's basically the foot of the mountain.
At the foot of the mountain, yeah. So I think if you leave Asheville, like the first civilization in the mountains after Asheville headed east is Old Fort, thereabouts. So anyway, that's good news for setting up, I guess, operations, rescue operations that you can actually drive in. Chris Michaels at WRAL is on the ground up there now, the meteorologist that I followed a lot through the storm. I still love Mike Mays and I still follow him a lot too, but Chris seems to be around at parts of the day where I'm actively looking for updates on social media, maybe a little more. And anyway, him and a camera guy are up there and they have a Starlink. They were configuring it last night so they can get video uploaded to WRAL. So we'll see what kind of stories him and his camera guy are able to get. He said he was focusing on quality instead of quantity. So the people he talked to, he really wanted to hear their story.
Sure.
And to give them the time and but we'll see what he sends.
Yep. So good news for JB. He has power on about 6 o'clock yesterday, an evening, and so my sister got it the day before, about 7 p.m. So they both have electricity now, which is great. JB has no internet because he has fiber, which is better than we have, but the fiber's up on the power poles and obviously the power company restores power. They don't worry about the internet, and JB said that the internet is going to be the fiber people are focusing on the big places, schools, hospitals, fire departments, stuff like that. Anyway, so it's going to be a while before they get out to places where he is, like where he lives. So I ordered him a Starlink and I'm having it shipped to him. So hopefully it'll get there. It quoted 1 to 2 weeks, but I'm sure that was before everybody else got the bright idea of going and getting the Starlink. In fact, a friend of mine I was talking to, he said that like the 200 of them had been rounded up from the East Coast and Home Depots and every retailer that might have had them in stock. They went and bought every one of them and they shipped them out to the mountains. So we'll see.
Yeah, it would have been a good time to have stock in Starlink.
Yeah.
I saw Elon promise that it will eventually IPO, and he will make sure that retail investors whom he loves will get a chance to get in there and get what they want first. Right. So, and he said you can count on it. So I'm going to trust on that. Yeah, we'll see. The thing about the Starlink for JB is there's always going to be bad weather in Florida and power outages in Florida, and the dish you bought, the bigger dish, not the mini.
I bought the standard.
It allows you without any hassle to pay for it when you need it and turn it off when you don't need it.
Right, that's correct.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, because it could be, obviously because I ordered Starlink, the Starlink will get there, he'll get it set up, he'll use it one night, and then the fiber will be turned on the next day. That's how that works.
Right.
JB and I have very similar cosmic forces, making sure that's how things work out for us. So, the chances of this being a real winner for him.
This storm,
right? But and then if you've got it, then the next storm you don't lose internet because you got a Starlink. So I'll figure out some other way to stick it to you.
Oh, stop. I told Dawn I felt strongly that it was important that we help support Elon Starlink and Internet for All. And it's a little, you know, for me it's more than just, it's get JB online, but it's also, you know, supporting the mission, just like when we bought the X, so that, you know, we could help fund the 3.
Me and my humanitarian.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody's got to do something for humanity, or should. Literally.
Literally.
Here's another Performance Y, and it's not Jules. As Jules is over on the other side of the parking lot. Looks like it might have been bought used. It's got a Hannah Imports plate around the license plate. Hope they got a good deal. There are too many favorite features to only have one, but the foot on the brake pedal and the door closes continues to consistently be at the near the top of the list.
Still cannot believe that has not been shown up on other cars.
Yeah, I with my way my back is, there's no, I just look at Jules and go, yeah, exactly. I love you.
I love you too, pretty girl.
All right, I'll try not to get into too much trouble.
Right. Kiss.
Well, besides the fact that it's cloudy, I'm noticing coming down the road today that they have finished picking the tobacco for the season. It's just stalks out there in the field. They will get around to chomping that back up into the ground, or whatever it is they do with it. I think mostly they plow it under, but they might come and do something else with it too. And yeah, that's a Tesla in front of me. Quite common on this road to see several other Teslas before I get out to Highway 55. Ruby is driving on 12.5.4. We'll see how it goes today. She's currently doing 42. She thinks she should be doing 46. And the speed limit I know to be 45 here. Now she's up to 45. I mean, I don't like to tailgate, so staying back just a little bit. But I think, you know, obviously right here in this scenario, if she thinks the max is 46, she could do 46. Thank God Ruby won't be zinging me today for looking at the screen for half a second. And here's autopilot, and you can see that I do not have automatic set speed offset on. So my understanding then is she should be going the speed limit I want her to go, not the speed limit she thinks is optimal. I'm going to hit up the stalk here, and that was a soft hit, 47. She abided by it, 48. Will she go 48 now? Told her to go 48, 49. I'm nowhere near close enough to the car in front of me that she should have not picked up speed. This van just pulled out, and I noticed just the slightest hint of hesitancy. So why? So I don't know. That was pretty good on this road. I'll be monitoring. Most interested in today is how she's managing the speed. I went around the corner back there, and she adjusted my max speed to 41, and she braked, and she's doing 41. And like I said, I can't see what she thinks the speed limit is because the FSD screen doesn't show me that anymore, but I know the speed to still be 45 here. And here's a 45 sign just in case there was any confusion. So as she bumped it back up to max speed, back up to 45, she changed it to 46. So it's possible back there that there was an intersection that told you to slow down the speed, but there was no actual necessitated drop in speed due to a speed limit sign, so I don't know. She's doing 44. You know, just in my opinion, the cars need to do the speed limit. Need to get up to the speed limit and stay there as fast as they, you know, can with driver comfort, like they used to do. Again, this week, there's too much hesitancy for me in these double left turn lane here. She's trying to figure out which one to get into, and, you know, for a lot of drivers, the right lane is not going to be the lane you want unless you're making an immediate right after you make the left, and in this case it's US Highway 55 and there's nothing on the right. So usually the slow moving traffic would be in the right lane, and I sure don't want to be behind all of that. So anyway, I took over and I got her in the left lane. She was going to put me in the right lane and I wasn't having it. Well, the turnpike's open, and what does that mean? That means we have to stop at this red light now here to get on, so that, you know, the people getting off can do their thing. But they seem to be up there doing something, and I don't know why we are stopped, because I can't see any traffic that needed that light to change. Does it not turn by somebody sitting on it? I'm frustrated. The traffic was really heavy with a lot of people going 10 miles an hour below the speed limit. I'm not late this morning. I just let Ruby drive. For God's sakes, just let's go, people. She got me into the right lane so I can exit here at 59 like always, but she's left up this use turn signal to cancel message, and normally in the past that's not been left up. Yeah, choosing right fork to stay on route. Got it. Well, that was about like normal. Seemed to drift to the left before heading right just a smidge there, but she's handling this okay. Now if she'd slow down, that would, you know, since we're on an exit ramp, that would probably be good. She thinks the exit ramp speed's 55. It is a 25 mile an hour curve here though. So what's she gonna do when she sees this? She moved me to 45 mile an hour. She's doing 43. Here's the curve. Now she said 30, then she said 57. She's doing 23. She thinks the max speed here is 57. She always takes too long to move in that free-flowing lane. Usually I grab her out there. It would be really, I'm turning on the turn signal. Get the heck over. I don't need you waiting until the last possible second. I would say she ignored me and then just got over when she felt like it. Yeah, she doesn't do good with that free-flowing lane back there. There's zero reason to slow, and there wasn't anyone behind me, but if they were, they would have been mad. She's handling this well. Again, I emphasize hundreds, if not thousands of things she's doing great at. And you guys get all the emphasis on the things she does that she doesn't do great or that she irritates me with. Yeah, I like to stay in the middle lane. She looks confused. She's over the yellow line. She got in the right-hand lane. No, Ruby. The next turn on navigation in 0.2 miles is a left turn. We do not get in the right lane of a two double turn right, turn thing when the next turn is a left, and then how to try to figure out. I would be giving my teenage driver a lot of guidance about not doing that. I don't know about you, but I don't like to have to try to make sticky lane changes when I could just get in the right lane to begin with. I'm driving now because she's just not going to handle that the way I would want her to. My being all fired up might have something to do to listening to music this morning. Hoping for some good finds today. Time to see if there's any new cool Halloween merchandise. I bought a Ray Dunn mug, coffee mug, with a bee on it. I think it said beekeeper or bees or something like that. And I got a piece of costume jewelry. I did not go crazy in there today. They're still in the process of rearranging everything, and Some of it I really like, and then this week there was some of it was like, you know, it just doesn't look as good as it did before. But maybe they can fit more stuff. I know they're trying to shake it up over here. I mean, they're always trying to improve it, always trying to keep it clean, always trying to make sure they change out the merchandise frequently with the Fuquay store. So I applaud the efforts. It's just that today I don't know if some of the things, I don't know if they looked as good. I have Ruby driving me to Whole Foods, and she tried to get me over here at Regency Parkway into the right only turn lane, and I just turned off the turn signal and she stayed in this lane, which is good. But yeah, it seems like she knows she doesn't turn for 0.5 miles up there onto Kildare Farm Road, yet she was going to try to turn here onto Regency Parkway. So I don't know. She got me into the parking lot. She did okay. I would rate it a B. She put on the turn signal well before the turn onto Kildare Farm Road. That's right, you heard me say it. She put it on too early. There's people trying to come out of Walmart and turn to the right, and she put it on well before that little entrance exit into the Walmart. So it could have confused the person waiting to turn right. It was too soon. I would have encouraged my teenager to wait and put the signal on right as they were past the point where that driver over there would have been confused about whether or not they should turn out. And then we were wait for a long time to make the yield right turn onto Kildare Farm Road. And she did what she did the other day. The longer she sat there and she waited, the more she cranked the wheel to the right. Like fidgety, like just fidgety, like just stop. And the car in front of you stop, don't move the wheel. There's no reason to continue to fidget when it's clear to go. Because the fidgeting makes your supervisor driver nervous. Don't fidget like that. And then when we did finally come around, she kind of did what she did the last time. She sort of straddled the right and the left lane until she put on the signal to get in the left lane for the left turn. That was okay, but I would have just, gotten over quicker. I realize when you turn, you're supposed to turn into the closest lane, but when you're making an immediate turn in the other direction, you need to get in the lane or people will run you over. So there's the law or the recommended driving, and then there's the what keeps you safe driving. And they're not always the same thing. And then the turn lane for Whole Foods was way backed up. So I thought she should have been braking before she braked. And then she finally braked, and she did insert me into the back of the turn lane. There was enough room for us. But she waited a little longer to brake, I think, to assess wow, that turn lane's really full. I don't have the full length of the turn lane to stop kind of a thing. But it was okay. And then pokey on this curve up here, coming around the corner, the person behind me was about to run over me. People come through that stoplight and down that hill, and whoof, they take off. So it was okay. But she was a little slow over there, probably 5 to 10 mile an hour slow over there. But we're here, and I parked, and we're parked now. Hello, pretty Model X. I was just reading some good things about the SPCA of Wake County getting involved to help take in animals from the shelters in Western NC. I hadn't even thought about refrigerated medicine, but I guess they've lost all of their medicine out there at the shelters. Plus, the shelters are wet and muddy if they're even still standing. And, there's just a lot of animal rescue effort work to be done as well. So I trust that organization to do a good job. Well, I've got my groceries, and I'm on my way home now. Probably would be a good idea if I navigated to home. Okay, now she knows where she's going. So, I was talking with someone in the store. I was looking for the buy one, get one 50% off Whole Foods 365 hamburger in the sealed little packs. I forget what they call them. And because Tuesdays it's on special and it's clean enough meat, I'm okay with it. And they've consistently been out of it in the last month on Tuesdays, and I was joking that, you know, I guess I just come in too late in the day, and that'll teach me to drink root beer, fizzy root beer, right before I start filming a video. I'm sorry. Anyway, they were out of the hamburger I wanted, and apparently I've been having trouble getting it. It's not that I came in late and people just came in and cleaned them out today. It's that they've been having trouble getting it. And a comment was made that meat sales from the warehouse, that their sales in their store up like 25% and have been for several weeks now. And that's a lot. That's not like up or down 5%, you know, a little tiny blip one way or the other, a non-negligible. That's a serious change in sales for meat, and up, not down, which I think is, you know, great that people are eating meat. So my speculation is, this is pure conspiracy theory. My speculation is that some people are getting prepared pre-election results. My personal conspiracy. Nobody said that but me. I mean, maybe some others have said it too, but this today was me. I think it's too early for any of the anti-junk food stuff that's out there right now to be causing people to buy that much more meat. Plus it's expensive, so you've got to really, I mean, the junk food is very expensive too. Have you tried to buy a bag of Doritos chips lately or something? I mean, it's not cheap either, and then it just leaves you feeling hungry for more, so you end up, I think, spending more, but that's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, I don't know. I'm puzzled over it. So I just bought another kind of ground beef, by the way. Need some for a dish I'm going to fix this week, but yeah, I don't know. I did buy Don and I some healthy, easy to carry snacks, food. You know, my idea of a snack is I go and buy a thing of hard-boiled eggs, or today, in this case, as a treat, I got a pack of organic chicken breast deli meat and a thing of organic honey sliced ham. Now there's 6 grams of carbs in the entire package, so it's a negligible amount of honey. But anyway, I bought us a little something to take with us when we go up to C4EE, the solar farm, on Thursday, so we can make some healthy choices while it's still enjoying a little something different on the road. But I'm a little early today. I got to the chiropractor a little early. She put me on a little early. I probably didn't spend an inordinate amount of time in Guardian Angel. It's just now 2 o'clock. And the sun was out, but now the clouds are back. I didn't even think to try to film going through the diverging diamond interface there, but I wish I had, because I got a takeover immediately going through it. Like, she was totally confused we were on the wrong side of the road, and then she put on the turn signal one time and it was in the right direction for the curve, but you know, we don't need turn signals when she's driving right now. We don't need turn signals when we're not actually turning. We've had that on and off. And then on top of that, and she's decided she will get me in the leftmost lane here. Okay, that was at the last minute. That was kind of not necessary. And watching her, I just love this here. Okay, I just don't trust her. Not there. You have to be super tight in that curve, and it's just really tight there. So, yeah, she put on the turn signal one time in the direction of the curve, but didn't need a turn signal. And she put on the turn signal in the other direction one time when she wasn't even moving over in that direction. And so that was, I don't know what was going on today coming through the diverging diamond interchange up there, but she failed. She failed today. I guess I could have, I'll give it another try next week. I don't know what was going on. She's done it much better on other occasions. But the thing of it is, unless you're going to do, you know, some real science where you send a bunch of cars through and you watch, you know, the kind of data Tesla's getting from all the cars in the fleet that are driving. Me coming through even 4 times is not enough data to certify, yes, she does this okay, or no, she doesn't. So, who knows? She just did a sudden break back there for no reason that I'm aware of, except for possibly a leaf fell in front of the car. I don't know. I knew she was braking for no reason and immediately accelerated. God, she just did it again. Do not do that. And the guy behind me is now really close to me. Wow, that's twice on this road that she has braked uncomfortably for no reason. I'm going 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. I've asked her to do 40 and she's actually doing 40. Of course, the person behind me wants me to be doing 60, which I'm not going to do. I don't know. That was 2 brakes. You know, I haven't been having that on my car at all. So I'm definitely not happy to have that happening. And she's not wanting to turn here, and I want to go this way, so I kicked her out. She often takes this, but I guess today she wasn't going to. We have the new traffic pattern, but I don't remember if I said this last week or not. I think all that's really happened is they've turned on the light over here, but they haven't actually rerouted the traffic to have to go down to the light. So the through traffic is going through the light, but the rest of us are still free over here to turn left. No, it says road closed to the side there, and it will not let me go there, and it's making me come up here. Well, I now need to come up here. I don't think this is a bad thing. I'm not in any way meaning to imply that. So I'm now on the new stretch of road through the new stoplight. I mean, that was never good back there at the angle that was at. So I guess for right now, left turns have been diverted onto the new part of the highway, but people going straight here, they can still go out where it's not all the way ready yet. It's not ready in both directions, apparently. Okay. Thanks for the bump. Here's one more. Come on, let's have one more. 3's a charm. I just want to say that I know I was really lucky to be able to go into a grocery store today and both have the availability of all the items that I wanted on my grocery list and the money to buy them with and the refrigerator to go home and put them in. And, you know, I know I'm really grateful, really lucky. I continue to think, you know, just it's heartbreaking, the stuff happening in Western North Carolina. And, you know, they have it much worse than I had it during Fran and Hugo. You know, my biggest worry was I got, you know, dirty and couldn't take a proper shower, chainsawing up a few isolated trees. And that, you know, refrigeration was really difficult, so we had to, you know, wait in line for ice or something. But my house was good, and we had, you know, during Fran, we had well water. We were able to run the well pump a few times a day and get enough water. We had rain barrels with water in them to carry into the house to flush toilets. I still had my house, you know, so I don't know. I really did stop to think about those poor people that are suffering while I was checking out in the checkout line. Yeah, I know. It's been defaulting high a lot, and that might be, I need to recalibrate it or adjust it. Okay. I'll have to look into it.
All right.
I was just going to say that's nice of you showing your solidarity with Biltmore. since the whole
That's
village
right.
outside of the
Yeah.
big house is underwater.
Right.
Yeah, so I made good progress on the back side. I added the owl and the bat and the spider here on the front. I want to find the piece to get the spider up here. He'll show up better, I think. Mostly I did the floor and started on the sides, but I'm at the point where I've made a couple compromises, substitutions, and I really need the parts that I have on order. So they shipped today from Michigan, so maybe they'll be here by Friday.